Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with the final round. This is round 3 of the Grand Arena Championships. This is week 4 of the exhibition. I want to show you guys how my round 3 went. First, let me give a quick shout out to my patrons. I just had a new one sign up the other day, a Rum Runner 23. Glad to have you. Let me give a shout out to my gold guys, Johnny Cron, Castle, Wingnut, Rival, LC Leviathan, and Rum Runner 23. Silver is Mikayas and DinoCon V. And then my regular patrons are Spets, Eckel, Kazi, Go Cubs, Raylo, and Darth Kiwi. Appreciate having you guys. Thanks a lot for your support. And if any of you guys out there feel like joining the party, check the link out down in the corner, and hey, I'll be glad to have you. Now let's go ahead and let me show you the board and show you my opponent set and how this match went. Alright, so here's the board. Up top he's got his Darth Revan squad and his Bounty Hunter squad. We're going to go ahead and take those out first just because I like using my Grievous counter with the suicide droids. This is probably the most fun team in the game right now, and I'm enjoying climbing in the arena with this squad every day, trying to practice it and fine-tune it and get everything down. You can see you just go, lay down all your target locks, debuffs. When Grievous goes first, you just aim at Bastilla and take her out. Then you wait till he gets his next turn, aim at Malik, take him out. Then it gets so much easier. I'm going to slow it down real quick so you can see the magic at work. As long as T3 is left alive, and that's all you need, then you can get the big hits. So here it goes. Boom. Clear the table with Grievous, and you can see those nice hits there. So 48 banners for that one since everyone else pretty much died, but you know, that's better than getting 40 banners or 39 or whatever by cleaning Darth Revan up in 2. So, done with that one. On to the next one. Got my imps for his bounty hunters. My Stark greatly outspeeds his bounty hunters, so it's no real threat here. Just start aiming at the squishiest ones. In this case, it was Boba. Take him out. Start going to work on Jango. Take him out. Throw the grenade to increase cooldowns. AoE from Snow will, you know, clear the table. So there we go, 60 banners for my imps. I just, I tore through this map. Like, I wanted to see how fast I could do it, since I pretty much know what I'm going to use. You can see he's got some Scoundrels and Phoenix waiting in the back there, so no big threat. He's got a Carth team up top, down below there, and then Nightsisters. So we'll take out the Carth team. I think this is the longest battle of my Grand Arena right here. I like using First Order. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that this is my preferred counter team, just because they're able to tank out the dots really well, and you're able to control the match with Crew's 2-turn stun. It's pretty handy. I like to stun Zalbar off the bat, keep him from doing anything. You do have to watch out for his taunt, but you can have ways to dispel that with this team. So it's really good. The fact that they can heal up and regain their protection to get 60 banners is really nice, that you have that option against a team like this that can easily take away protection and health. So just working my way through his Carth team right here. It's a standard Carth team, so there's no surprises or any trick mechanics to worry about. Just knocking them down one after the other. You can see I'm stuck under taunt, but you can get rid of that with Executioner. That leaves me able to go work on Carth, but as soon as, Canderous, as soon as he went down under 100% health, you can see Zalbar's taunt just come right back. But there we go, big hit from Executioner, took him out. Now it's just Zalbar and Juhani. And Juhani's stealth can't really do anything with her, but Xylo's AoEs can get to her. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and work on Zalbar. And what I like to do is whenever I get First Order Officer to throw some turn meter, I try to throw it to a Stormtrooper. That way he can do his taunt and throw buffs up. He's got defense up and advantage that he can give to everybody, which is going to help heal him with 5% health and protection for each status effect. So it's a good way to help try to get him back to the full health, full protection for that 60 banner win. There's Juhani, and there's my 60 banners. So done with that team. Okay, next up is his Nightsisters, and this is my preferred counter. Padme, I know a lot of people like to use her against Darth Revan, and you see what I use against Darth Revan. I much prefer that over Padme, because then you get to use Padme against Nightsisters. They can really mess you over if you get plague or you start getting stunned too much, and your run can really go downhill even if you use a Traya team, and everything else just doesn't seem as reliable. So I found this in all my testing to be probably the most reliable squad against Nightsisters right now, especially with more and more people throwing Gear 13 on their Nightsisters and getting their mods up and everything so that they're pretty decked out. My Padme team, even at all Gear 12, can still handle them pretty well. And I'm only going to make it better as I gear up Kenobi and Padme and them to 13 themselves. So you can see how they're able to hit pretty hard. Once they get enough stacks of courage, I mean, it's pretty easy. Now I just got Spirit and Zombie left. So trying to heal up, health and protection, whatever I can. Unfortunately, this team doesn't really have any good mechanics to get protection back other than just the protection up. So there's not a ton you can do to it. But took out Spirit there, now just Zombie. She's gone, 57 banners. I'll take that anytime over Nightsisters. So good enough there. Here's his back zone. Back there in the back, he's got some Geos waiting for me and a Grievous team. So let me show you what I did for those. Alright, since I used my BB-8 in my Grievous counter, I don't have it for JTR to use resistance against the Geos. So I just went ahead and used my Jawas. I got Engineer at Gear 12 and Scavenger at Gear 12. And then two others are Gear 11 and regular Jawas Gear 10. But you can see they don't go after Scavenger first, and that's why I got him up to 12 so that he'd have more health and protection if they did. And just look at the amount of thermal detonators that stack. Like, it's ridiculous. You can see I've already a couple Geos have died to the bombs, and here go the rest of them. Boom. So 53 banners that time, and took me under a minute. Now we'll go to his Grievous team. This can be a pretty tricky team when they have Gear 13 Grievous, but I really kind of like using this Traya team. Now that I got my Traya and Scion to Gear 13, and I got Thrawn at Gear 13, this team seems to hold up pretty well against the Grievous Droid squad. What I like to do is turn meter swap with Traya to throw Isolate on Magna Guard at the start, and that way it frees up Fracture. So right there, I fracture General Grievous, and that kind of helps put him on the sideline, a little bit. Then I can focus on B2, trying to get him out, just because he's going to feed the turn meter to the team, and with him being able to clear off buffs and throw down target lock, buff immunity, all that kind of crap gets annoying. So just working on trying to take out B2, got held by hatred for Scion. Once he gets that, you're in good shape, because then he's not going to just die and not be able to tank any of the hits anymore. So he can come back. As long as you get that and then you save it, you'll be in good shape for if he does die. Trying to throw some turn meter over to Nihilus. Trying to get his Annihilate up as soon as I can, because you want to annihilate Grievous, and that way that's your biggest damage dealer gone. Once he's done, after I took out B2, Grievous is the next biggest threat, and that's it. Unfortunately, I lost my Sith Trooper and lost my Thrawn. You know, they just couldn't tank out those AoEs and those big hits from Grievous, but was able to annihilate him there, and there went Magna Guard. Now it's just Droidica to worry about, and it's not really a big deal here. Just throw some Isolate up on him and keep attacking. Nothing else I can really do. With Thrawn gone, there's no way to really get protection back on everybody and drag the battle out, so I'll take it. 51 banners for that. You know, not the most efficient in the world, but is definitely a surefire win on the first try, and that's good enough for me. Okay, all I have left now in the back is just the, you know, the filler teams. He's got the Scoundrel team. Nothing fancy there. There's no nest in there to worry about. So I can use what I got left on my bench, which I use Jedi Revan for this, and I'll 4-man it. Just because if I can try to pick up an extra banner, since my earlier battles weren't, you know, terribly efficient with the Jawas and against that Grievous team, if I can pick up an extra banner, I might as well try. But if not, I mean, I'm not too stressed about this match anyway, because I'm stuck in a Rhodium. There's no shot at Kyber. It really doesn't matter a whole bunch to me, so I just wanted to burn through this matchup and have some fun doing it. And you can see a lot of my matches didn't take much time at all. I already knew kind of what I wanted to use, and I just used quick counters that get the job done on the first try, and didn't worry about dragging everything out for max efficiency. But I was able to pick up 61 banners here, so I guess every little bit helps, you know, you never know. And the last matchup here is just his Phoenix squad, and they're no match for my CLS. I threw Wampa in there as a 4th. Probably don't need him, but I got him, so might as well use him. No sense leaving the power on the bench. So throw down some days and start taking them out. Obviously, it's no big threat. There they go, just Sabine and Chopper left. And there goes Sabine, now it's just Chopper. So that's about it. Done with that. Cleared his board, 61 banners for that matchup. So I got a couple undermanned wins in there. And that's my score, 1891. He hadn't attacked yet, so I was curious whether or not he'd be able to get through my Darth Revan or get through him in one. I figured if he goes multiple matches anywhere, you know, that gives me a shot at a win. And sometimes that's just what you got to bank on. So I was hoping that he'd stumble somewhere and, you know, take 20 banners off for going a second round, and then that would give me a shot at beating him. So I was out running errands and came back and I checked the board. My opponent did attack. Let me show you how that went. And there it is. So my opponent was able to clear my board, but he only got 1878 banners to my 1891. So that's the win for me. I came back right when he was working in that last zone, and he was at 1591, and he had 2 teams left. If he would have went perfect 60 banners on each, we would have tied. But he took out my Separatist team, and I did the math. He got 50 banners on that, so it was mathematically impossible for him to win at that point. But overall, a good match, and we'll see you guys whenever these next Grand Arena matches start up again, whenever that may be. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.